Let's get this straight now. I never fucked anybody over in my life. Didn't have it coming. You got that? All I have in this world is my balls and my word. And I don't break them for no one. Do you understand? You want to go on with me? You say it. You don't? Then you make a move.
Let's wind the clock back 2 years. These ideopolitical extremists, not creating but repurposing franchise, would not listen to any fan. And what did they do? They served us, force-fed us incompetent Ghostbusters, Star Wars, Star Trek, and Doctor Who, not because these chameleons of false virtue were trying something edgy and new, but because their fringe ideals and preferred extremist Twitter blue checkmark versions of racism and sexism was held as a higher priority than honoring the legacy and lores that came before them. These socially destructive aberrations, these bigots of mass virtue, these self-important, insanely wealthy ideologues, the bullies of yesteryear, have not a single connection to the geek and nerd cultures for which they have been given the keys to drive what we have loved into the ground. They have no attachment to it, no love for it. They do not care about these properties, legacies, characters, legends, mythos that we, the geeks and nerds of decades past, cherish as the escapism from the bullies' throttling abuse. We were not members of the in-crowd. We were not the popular kids. We were the outcasts, the rebels, the misfits, coming together in comic book shops, playing Dungeons and Dragons, to engage in competitive gaming before it was the cool thing to do. We were the original cosplayers, fandom event organizers, and we did these things not only for the love in our hearts that we had for Doctor Who, Star Trek, or Star Wars, but to respect the creativity of those who imparted their visions to us as escapism from the mundane, to evade the bullies who mocked us for liking the things that we love. Now these false creators, these repurposers, these bullies of yesteryear have taken control of the games, comics, television, and movies that we have loved and supported for decades, some of us for generations. The sole intent for these heartless propagandists is to use what we have adored for most of our lives as a platform to espouse bigotry, segregation, division, and hate. They mocked us, used the mainstream, access media, and spineless cuckold shills to weave false narratives about us, and once again set to shame us into obscurity from the very escapist entertainments, the very modern mythologies, the very bastions of inclusion that we once called our fandoms. But we have been here before. In older times, we have suffered this type of ostracization and abuse. Were we not once the outcast in times of old, the rebels, the misfits? Out of these dark times in our pop culture, after the obscenity of CBS All Access Star Trek, the mockery of Christian Bull's Doctor Who, and the complete and utter degradation and disrespect of the single greatest hero in science fantasy, Luke Skywalker, all of these intentionally open insults to everything we have loved for decades, these hateful, crass, disingenuous social justice bigots set about defaming, labeling, attacking if we dare have anything to say about it. They use their weight in the media in an attempt to bludgeon us into capitulation. If there were those who would not kneel to this onslaught of false virtues and fake narratives, these men and women who showed us the way, who stood up and raged against the machine, who put themselves, their professions, their companies, and their families at risk to be our voices in this war for our modern mythology. Across the ether of disenfranchised fans came voices independently, yet in unison, from Anna that Star Wars girl to President Abu Nas, from world-class bullshitters to Midnight's Edge. Those who have supported and adored these modern myths cried out against the perversion of what we love. And the geeks, gamers, nerds, and comic book enthusiasts came together and formed a new bastion of free thought and expression for what we love. And the fandom Menace was born. Without respect, we reject. We do not bow to social terrorists. When the industry tells us to like it or leave it, stand up, my brothers and sisters, and shout, we do not kneel. Hail the Fandom Menace.
Hail the chat. What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. If you could share out the link, smash the like button. I'd appreciate it. If you're joining me from another stream, hope you had a good time there. And if you're stopping through before going to another one, hope you have a good time where you're headed. Thank you so much. Mr. Tickle Trump, good to see you. Got him on the panel today. Can't wait to introduce him. Papa Cotton is here. He says, I want to make toe rings for Brie Larson. I believe that. Parrothead is with us. What's up, Parrothead? Good to see you. Thank you for being in the chat. There's a lot of good people streaming right now, so might not get too much traction. I don't give a shit. I'm going to hang out with you all, and we're going to have a good time. So let me introduce the person who's going to be talking shit with me today. Well, guys, please welcome somebody in the chat. You know him, you love him. Mr. Tickle Trump. What's up, man?
Hi. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I got to turn the thing on.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, now I'm Canadian.
Good. How are things up in Canada?
I'm cold. I'm freezing my ass off right now.
Are you? Yeah. You know, I'm from the Northeast. I don't deal with the kind of cold you do, but or on a consistent basis. And it went down to about 50 degrees, 40 degrees here in Florida. And I guess I've been here long enough that it was too cold for me.
What?
I pussed out. I know. I pussed out.
That's like what? -5 C, I think?
Sure.
That's around when water freezes.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. We got different.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
What's up?
Next, bitch.
What's up? Hail to King of the Squibs. Good to see you. Hail Squib Nation. Good to see you. My brother Brutal Morning was with us. What is up, Brutal? Some toe rings for Brie Larson would take forever. I don't even want to think about that. That's a disgusting thought that Papa brought into the chat. Thank you so much for being here.
I can't stop thinking about it.
Did you is Twitter dead yet? I heard Twitter was trending the other day, and
Is it dead?
I don't know. I saw it today. It looked very much alive. It was trending.
Not only is it still alive, Donald Trump might be reinstated on Twitter.
That's it. That's it. You know, I've always enjoyed talking with you because we're both liberals, and we both we're going to cover. Represent, right? And it's we have been painted along with everybody else, as along with the toxic man baby 40-year-old hiding in their mother's basement and all that shit. We've been pointed as like these the conservative, alt-right, Trump supporting people, and
yeah, because everything's a spectrum except for politics. Right. Politics is a binary.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. And what does it amaze you when because I see you out there all the time going, hey, this is what I am. You're very expressive, just like me, about what we are, political views, or at least where we stand, without getting too much in depth. Like, what is it like for you to go out there and have to argue with people who label you because they consider you far right when you are not?
It's worse in real life. I've lost a bunch of friends because of it.
Really?
Simply for just not being aggressive. Like, even my temperament is progressive. Mm-hmm. That's my temperament, and I'm over here. I'm standing in the middle still. 90s liberal.
Yeah, 90s liberal. Yeah.
90s liberal.
Right.
Capitalism ho. The value of hard work. Mm-hmm. But social safety net's good. Yada yada yada. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, the bottom will pull everything down. So.
Or the top will push everything down.
No, well, that happens anyway. That's the I don't want to get into brainy shit, but that's the Pareto distribution that has nothing to do with capitalism whatsoever.
Don't be afraid to show your brain. Don't do that. Don't be smart. Say something intelligent.
Raging brainer.
maybe I'll pick it up. Maybe you'll make me look smart. Hail to you guys.
Is that possible? There. I don't know if that's possible.
Nah. I make myself look too dumb. What is up, Saz? Good to see you, man. Guys, please go check out that channel. If mods could throw out a link to his channel, if you can find it, I would appreciate it. Yeah, Canada. Zaz says, I like when both bottoms and tops come down. Yeah.
When they come together.
You have affected me, Zaz. I just want to say a little bit with that gay Rocky intro. There's a lot of like passive kind
of, like in the pants affected.
No, not that affected. Just like I don't know what to expect. Like it's there's back kisses. I don't know if I'm getting back kisses from you. No, it's good to see you, man. I had a great time over there, guys. Please check out that channel. Wonderful person in the community. They had a lot of fun over there. Always.
Zax's channel is amazing, especially like when he pits things against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Smash or pass.
Yeah.
Where, if there's a man up there and you're a man too, you have to you got to put that aside, and you still have to say smash or pass.
I do. I honestly do, and I really did. And that one picture of I don't know what's his name from that freaking dumb show, the very first one he put up.
Rings of Poopy. The guy looks like a wizard, but it's not.
Yeah.
Not a wizard.
He's not a wizard. Yeah, definitely had to have that manscaping conversation. Is he cleaning his peen?
Hashtag clean your peen.
Clean your, please. Hashtag clean your peen. It was a fun show, man, and we appreciated. I appreciated that. 2 weeks beforehand, I had like all this stuff was just dropping down, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, and you guys had me laughing. You guys really had me laughing. Had a great time, and good people in the chat. Good to see you. What is up, KR Companion, who is the cover artist for the Fandom Menace volumes? Good to see you, man. That's right. You can find a link to KR Companion in the description below. Please check out his work. If you enjoy Knight Rider, he has written probably the best book on Knight Rider. Collected more information than anybody else has. He loves that fandom. He is a big believer in keeping that lore alive and respecting it. Please check out KR Companion. Good to see you, Nick. We'll be talking soon about changing the cover and taking the off the top. We'll figure it out together. What is up, Tina Boja? Good to see you, channel member. Hail. Good afternoon, friend. She says, thank you so much for being a channel supporter, for being here and looking out, being a supporter of so many other channels. That means so much. I can't tell you how much it means to those of us, because we're just people on cameras, man. I'm just a guy talking on a camera.
I'm not even a person.
He's not even he's Canadian, and we
yeah, buddy.
we really appreciate all of you, the support that we've seen, the friendships that are developed over the years. I see people like Tina, I see Papa, I see CGH, Zaz, Parrothead, Nick's out there. I see people that come.
I appreciate you leaving me out, by the way.
Absolutely, Mr. We are on the panel.
I'm always in the chat, though.
People like Mr. Tickle Trump, who are always here supporting us. It really means something to us. So thank you for promoting, for taking care of us. Also, I got to get this banner up. All right, let me get this over with and then start this. I got to run another GoFundMe. I hate running GoFundMes. I hate asking people for money. I had my van broke. I was teetering. I was juggling coins because I've stopped going up north. Up north is where a lot of the money is with the company that I was working with. I'm still working with them, but because I'm not traveling back up to Delaware or that area, I've taken a cut.
Yes, Delaware.
Yes, Delaware. Jersey.
Let's go to Delaware.
That is a false representation of that state, by the way. I just want to mention that it is not that clean. I don't remember the last time that those were painted.
Was it clean back when I was going to say Bill and Ted? What am I doing? I mentioned it earlier. The movie. Delaware.
Wayne's World.
Yes.
In Wayne's World, yeah.
Delaware.
Yes. I don't remember it like ever being clean up in Wilmington, which is like the main area. Newark's extra with College Town. They keep it up pretty well, but I'm not going back up there, so I'm just not. I'll stay away from it. My parents are up there. I'll be back eventually, but I'm staying away from some shit. And since I've had to do that, I started working with another company based that does a lot of work in Florida. So I've been traveling everywhere. When the hurricane hit, I was down in the areas it was affected because I work in IT. So I'm trying to bring systems up, and it was a disaster. I felt so bad. I never had more respect, dude. Like I've seen hurricanes. I've been through hurricanes up in northeasters, but I'd never seen how much damage they do until I saw the way Florida got hit from Hurricane Ian. I mean, it's still a wreck. I still drive down there, and there's still like brush and stuff on the side of the road where they've had to collect it together because there's been so many fallen trees, so much damage. Signs are still destroyed. It's just they were overwhelmed. And
tempt me.
What's that?
Nothing. Just fallen trees. Tempted to say it. I'm practicing restraint right now.
Well, thank you. No, I did not. I don't believe in necrophilia. So I haven't looked at. But
it's not a joke about dead trees.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
So I'm looking.
Sorry, continue.
It's okay. So all the travel that I've been doing and everything, it's just the car, the van went, and I didn't expect it was a last moment. If it had held out until spring, I'd have been good because that's when I have more when I have contracts from both companies. But I hate asking for money again, and there is a link in for the GoFundMe in the description, and have Cash App, PayPal. If you guys want to help out, please do. If you can, I would appreciate it. If you can put the word out there, I'd appreciate it. Spork News Podcast is going to be doing that for me later on tonight, and he called me and warned me that he's going to destroy me because he's doing it, and so I have to take that. It's not that I'm kneeling. I'm kind of like, and I'm not bending over. I'm just like leaning slightly. I'm leaning slightly because Scott's helping me out. That's all. I understand that it is a bat kiss. So we're gonna see what he's gonna do later on in the dump. Zaz, thank you so much. New channel member. Thank you, brother. Thank you for supporting the channel. My channel members get content live streams every week at 4:00. Talk about personal things, stuff that I'd like to come out in the open and talk about, but I don't. And I get more personal there. And
you can come out to us. We're all friends here.
Issues. Yeah. Well, you've got that's a very gay friendly background. You got, Mr. Tickle.
It is.
It is. Where did you find that? Did it say iamgay.com?
No, I made it.
Oh, you made it. That's even better. That's even better. It's like crocheting. It's like
right?
Thank you. Yeah. Good for you. Good for you. Pale Rider's with us. What's up, Pale Rider? Hail to you, dude. Thank you for stopping through. Let's see. Oh, see, Pale Rider's got Sim's Second Chance campaign. Let's see. Do you have a link? Good. Yep. Guys, please check that out. Sim
Steven,
is somebody.
You want a little treat?
Sure. Oh my God. Is that broccoli?
No.
It almost looks like an erection.
It is. It's rather woody.
I like that. Yeah, thank you. Sim is incredible, man. He's been a friend of mine since I entered the community. He made him and Vinny Art made bookmarks for the Phantom Menace Volume 1. Still have some of those. I'm going to give them out to the backers of the campaign when the book comes out, along with another special edition, and then I'll release it to the general public at least a month or two after that. I want people that actually paid for it the first time to get the book, be able to read it, to be able to talk about it if they want to, and that's what they deserve. So Sim, a great person in the community, please support him, support each other. Keely Chow is in the house. What's up, Keely? Good to see you. It's pronounced Zach. It's pronounced Zax, but it's not my. Is Zax okay? Thank you, because I was pronouncing it two different ways, and I had no idea. And then people came on your show and I pronounced it one way, and then somebody came on your show and pronounced it another way, and I was like, all right, Zax. That is the way I'm going to pronounce it now. Thank you.
Like Spanx.
Like
Spanx.
Is it? Well, I don't know. Spanx, is that close? Well, it's CK. Is it Spank? Is it CK? SPAN?
No, but they sound the same.
Okay. Well, kind of the same.
So just picture Zax and Spanx.
No.
I'm here to help.
Guys, we're going to be covering some topics today. And one of them is going to be political. I don't normally get into politics, but I think it's funny. And I wanted to talk about it with Mr. Tickletrunk because him and I kind of come from the same perspective here, with dealing with regressives and how hyperbolic the people in our party have become, or people that we support have become. And it's how it's difficult for us to be in this. It's difficult for us to be in this fight too, just like everybody else getting mislabeled. Well, this is gayness of the world. There's a clip. Oh boy, did what you put on your channel? What did you put it with? I'm afraid to look.
Could just be clipping off of one of your streams.
I know that. I understand that. Mr. Tickle Trunk, would you be able to find that?
Maybe.
Yeah, can you find that and see? Yeah, we'll share it. We'll see what the hell's going on with CJ. And Character Bands and Twitter party. Twitter is still here, party. Yup, Twitter's still here. Thank you, Elon. We're going to be going over. Let's cover. What is it?
I felt okay. The clip is when you were like, "I'm gay. I'm old school gay."
Go ahead, share it.
How do I share?
There is a preset at the bottom of the screen. If you click that, it should say share screen. Preset. And then you share the panel or the tab or whatever it is. What'd you do, CJ?
Oh, so this has to be like a monitor. Hold on.
Yeah, you got this. He's got this. And until he does, we're going to discuss the show that no one's discussing. I think actually the only people I've seen talking about this has been who's talked about this? Chris Knight, Real Review 3000. I think he's covering Andor because no one else is. It's Disney. Star Wars is dead. Disney Star Wars is dead. The original Star Wars isn't dead. Let me know when that comes. When you got that, brother. Andor showrunner admits show is chasing the audience after expecting to have a gigantic instantaneous audience. This is from John F. Trent over Bounding Into Comics. Please check out Bounding Into Comics, their website, their YouTube channel. Subscribe to them. They put together stuff so that I can just do this in 5 minutes when I'm really busy. Tony Gilroy, the showrunner and creator for the most recent Star Wars series, Andor, recently admitted the show is chasing an audience. Did we not expect us to chase an audience? Look. Oh, here we go. All right. Before I start ranting. Oh. Did you click audio?
I did.
And it didn't come up?
Nope.
Well, at least it's something gay with me and Draven on it. Hold on. I'll find it, Seed. I'll find it. Yeah, we okay. So I think Rogue One is like the one that's kind of accepted. Like everyone's like, okay, that's the best Disney offering. What did you
Can
think
I try
of Rogue
this
One?
one more time? You hear that?
Give it a shot. I am gay. I am old school gay.
That's why you put the H in there. Yeah.
Okay. I hope that short gets you a lot of views. Son of a bitch. I love you, Siege. Yeah, you don't judge. Yay. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. What did you think of Rogue One, Mr. Tickletron?
I hated it.
Oh, really?
I felt the most emotion when the robot died. And I'm not even joking.
Wow.
I hated all the characters. They wasted the two friends, the blind guy with the stick, who's a Jedi, not a Jedi. He's like Sans Jedi, Jedi Unplugged.
Yeah.
And his buddy who had who's like an Asian or a native dude who with the guns, I guess. I don't. Okay, yeah. So he was there. He existed. Then the robot died.
And then that was it.
And I remember everyone blowing up, and that's the end of the movie.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'm happy. Like happy. That means happy. Soul assassin. I'm happy. Gay.
Yeah.
Gay is
old school
happy.
Gay. Yeah.
Old school gay.
GHEY. Exactly. No, wait. That's GAY.
I'm confused. I said, hey, Captain Phantom Nerd, good to see you, dude. Hey, hell. Thank you so much for being your channel member. Appreciate you guys. Please check out Captain Phantom Nerd. Send out a link to him, and thank you so much. All right. Yeah, so see, Sister Mary Sickon said, Rogue One blows donkeys. Yeah, okay, so there was a lot more. That was the only movie I enjoyed. I liked the Vader scene. I wish we got more Vader.
It did feel a lot more authentic compared to the rest of them.
Yeah,
I think that's what a lot of people liked.
It felt more like it was, it
felt like Star Wars.
Yeah. Rogue One is not a heist film. It's a series of coincidental events and a lesson in the danger of relying on outdated technology. Thank you, KR Companion. Thank you for that. We're going. There's a lot of different feelings about this. I mean, it's
I
Disney
love the
Star
trailer
Wars.
though. The original teaser trailer, by the way, with
Yeah.
as soon as when the alarm starts to go and all the scenes change every time it does. Brrr, brrr, that was really cool. I had goosebumps watching that actually, and then I watched the movie, and then I was sad.
I'm sorry. Until the robot died.
Yes, and then I was really sad.
There was what's up? Names in the chat. It says my Lord Grand Death Star Weaver, hail chat, and hail Master Mr. Walton, hail to you. Thank you so much for stopping through. Much appreciated. No matter what you thought of the film, at the end of the film, Cassian Andor dies. So there's like no more story there, right? There's no more story?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you were to like hire the dude years later to do a series about his life, would it matter?
Oh, come on. That's like making a movie about Black Widow after she dies. Like they would never do that.
Like, why didn't they just take the real lesson from that film, which was, people wanted to see Vader. You know, let's just take that. That's the lesson from the film. And then we got Kenobi. And have you watched any? Have you watched any of Kenobi? Yeah.
Sorry. No.
Yes.
No.
It's not that good. It's not really. I didn't finish it. Again, another series I tried to watch or cover and I did not finish because I just couldn't do it. I can't. There's only so much hate watching one can do.
Never hate.
They took Obi-Wan Kenobi and just took all his power away. Like, he's a bitch. He's a complete bitch. He's running from fights, you know. He doubts him. Now I get like the trauma he went through, and I get like the events and everything, and losing everyone and then being alone and all of that. Like, I get that, and you could have totally used that and created a good story with it, or made it a good part of his character. But what you don't do is emasculate it. Like, they just cut the balls off another man, and then they turn Leia. Oh my God! What they've done, what Disney has done with Leia, what Kathleen Kennedy, what Disney Lucasfilm has done with that character, just destroyed her. Listen, go ahead.
No, I was thinking after what was the second? What was the Ruin Johnson movie called again?
Let's see. That was The Last Jedi.
Yes, during The Last Jedi, she became Mary Poppins.
Yeah,
that was awful.
It was totally.
Well, at first I'm thinking, oh my God, so like they killed her off in the movie, so that way they had an excuse because Disney killed Carrie Fisher, so she wasn't available. No, honestly, they killed Carrie Fisher. They gave her money. She took that money, and she probably bought some things that goes up your nose.
You think?
She has a history. She had a history of abuse through her whole life because she suffered from chronic depression, I think.
Yeah,
like crippling depression.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
So what happens? Well, yeah. What usually happens to people like that is you give them a whole bunch of money, and what do they do with it? So,
right.
I blame Disney.
All right. There's Mr. Tickletruck's take. Grim take. F Disney. Yeah. I mean,
controversial take, I know, but
I mean, it's a possibility. I didn't hear anything about that, but it's a possibility. I look at that character and with the transformation, what they turned her into, like in Kenobi.
They turned her into a failure.
Yes. Do you remember? You do remember the scene in Return of the Jedi where Luke says, "You have that power too." Yeah. And she was like, "I could never have that power." And then we see like her accepting that, and her acceptance of that at the end of the film when Luke escapes the Death Star. She's like, "I can feel it." That is the beginning of her awakening to her force power. And then later on, if you read the books, she does train, but she eventually settles in diplomacy, being a politician.
She does what she knows.
She does what she knows, and uses her innate abilities to do that.
Right. Because not all Jedis are the fucking same. They all have different, even not just across species. Every Jedi has their own specialty, and it's always been that way. Even before the books, even with nerds like me playing the games. In the original movies, like Yoda and oh my god, Kenobi. I forgot his name for a second. They're not even remotely similar.
No, they all have different abilities.
And I don't just mean that one's tiny and green. I mean like personality wise, their
right.
abilities, yada yada.
Right, the different races. Some races can only perform certain things. Some can't, and also the way that you study, the way that you feel. It's individualistic. Like only Mace Windu could have fucked up Sidious the way he did one-on-one. Yeah. There was a reason for that because
he was supposed to be a good fighter apparently.
Well, yeah, and he could also his force ability, the way that he trained was his ability to see the dark side. He actually used it or reflected it back. Read the fight scene if you get a chance, if you haven't already.
Do I have to?
From Revenge of the Sith? Yeah, it's pretty good. But they look at the way that they've transformed these characters is that it's awful. It's what they've done to Leia, and what they did to Kenobi, and then Andor. They give us Andor, and they say, "Yeah, we expected to have an audience." You expect to have an audience there just already, we're going to have Star Wars fans. When this is the problem when woke companies promote to an absent audience or a loud vocal toxic minority that's never going to buy or produce or doesn't really care about your content. They care about the messaging. You put out something that I don't even know what it's like. Has anybody seen this show? Let me know in the chat. I haven't even watched it. She put out something with the expectation of it just being appealing because the movie was appealing to some fans or had the best reaction with this character. And there's no reason for the character to exist. There's no reason for the series to exist. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't care about it. There's so much. What were you saying earlier about there being apathy?
Oh yeah. Because they've just totally screwed the IP. They bought a $4 billion IP and turned it into like a $400 million IP.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And most of us, like, how many shows have they released so far, and how many have been good? One and like a half of one. 3/4 maybe of.
I think Mandalorian.
Yeah, I like Mando season 1. It was a lot of fun, and it felt like Star Wars again because Favreau.
Yes, I agree with that. I did like Mandalorian season 1, and then they opened their mouths, and then they started, and then they fired Gina or let Gina go, and the way that they've treated fans and the statements that they make. Like
season 2 is just backdoor pilot after backdoor pilot.
Oh, no doubt.
For other shows, and that's all. That's all the ending of these shows and movies are now. It's just like the whole reason for it to be there is to be a trailer for the next thing.
What did you think of Ahsoka on screen?
Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah,
she's perfect for the role.
Rosario Dawson is good. Yeah, I did enjoy that.
Not just because she's smoking hot, but
yeah, it doesn't mind getting naked.
Oh, Force choke me harder.
Fucking hey. Let's see, Soul Assassin. Mace Windu helped develop the fighting style that allowed him to use dark side but not fall into it. Right. Where's the KR Companion says, fun fact, till Disney changes their company policy from embracing woke to rejecting it, nothing will ever change, even if KK is fired. No doubt. Absolutely. And we see this over and over again as evident in not just Disney Lucasfilm, but all over Disney. Hail to Angelus Draven. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping through, my brother. There be rogues here. Appreciate it.
Hey, Steven, can you highlight something from 529 KR Companion? Yeah. I agree with you.
Let me see.
Tickle Trunk.
Okay. Let me see. 520. Oh, here we go. There you go.
I agree with you, Tickle Trunk. I know Carrie's brother Todd and his wife Catherine.
Oh shit.
So that's kind of badass.
Yeah.
Not the agreement part, but the the 1 degree of Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, dig it. Yeah, big Nick is out there. Nick has been out there. He's very involved in everything that's going on. So like a lot of the interactions that he's had in life and the experience that he's had and the passion that he has for our modern myths, like these are all intertwined. Like I said, so I'm glad Nick found me and offered to do the cover. Like, dude, he came to me. He said, "I see this awful cover. I have to help you." first cover was terrible. And he did. And
Look,
he
the
came
book's really
through.
good, but that cover, bless your heart.
He came right. He found out a way to do it and represent many people, high council members, and do it in a way that, well, Jeff from World Class, he just straight up said you could put World Class on it, which was awesome. But I found a way to get around that, and did the work and had to do it. I loved it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, brother. Zach says, I sometimes think they hire writers at Home Depot parking lot. Is that
that's a little too high class for Disney, honestly.
I was thinking Mexicans. Soul Assassin says, seems animation is best with Disney Star Wars. I haven't seen much of the animation coming from Disney Star Wars. I'll take your we'll say it's hard for me to watch any of that. I only pay attention to something that I think might have something good in it, and then I'm always disappointed. Damn it.
Yeah. Back to the apathy again. It's just most of the original fans, they don't, something new comes out, they expect it to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't care until I hear otherwise. I don't care.
Yeah, really. Because of the Care Companion says, because of the flat fact about Disney, I haven't watched one episode of Andor. Indiana Jones is a train wreck in the making. Marketing can deceive you. Don't trust it. Yeah, I've been watching Doomcock's reports on that. I'm not looking forward. I'm not looking forward to what they're about to do. My Lord Grant Darth Starweaver says, I have a question for you, Mr. Walton. As a fellow author and writer, do you recommend for publishing a first, or in my case, a second book? Short story or full-length book? Well, it really all depends on what audience you're trying to reach. Short stories are, short stories are.
They don't tend to sell, do they?
Yeah, short stories are more for promotion, or if you put a collection of short stories together, that can work. You want to do full-length novels. You say you've published one, and whenever you're trying to publish a book, try and go with a big publishing house if you can. It's going to be a lot of work putting together the because each one is going to want something different from you, how you're pitching it, the description, and it is a lot of work, and you're going to get rejected. So if you go the independent route, you're lucky enough that there is an entire indie sphere right here of people who support one another, those who are getting together to help promote. Mirror Sphere's Origins is putting together a writers group for our for the fellowship, and I'm going to be a part of that as much as I can, and we're going to get other writers in there, try to reach out to Odega Outlaw, reach out to Kai, everybody else that's been putting out works, and try and promote one another. So honestly, try and go the professional route. Try and go the publishing route with publishing houses first. Go with a full-length book or a collection of short stories, and if not, then go with self-publishing. And if you do that, just make sure you have a copyright. There's places where you can get copyrights pretty easy for your book, and and good luck. And when you begin promotion, please let us know, and I will gladly share your link out in the chat and I'll promote you. Good for you. Congratulations. That's an achievement. Writing a book is an achievement. Let's see. Magitech Mags, thank you so much for $5. Appreciate you. Look at these delicious sausages. Perfect for International Men's Day. Yeah.
It's International Men's Day?
Yeah, it's International Men's Day.
In honor of that, here's my wood.
All right. There it is, Mags. There's Mr. Tickle Trunk's wood.
You're getting very aroused. Because if she was getting sleepy, it'd be creepy.
But you know what?
I'll just put that away.
We don't fetish shame around here, so whatever you think is. Thank you so much, Max. Appreciate you, and all of the cream-filled donuts out there in the world. We appreciate them, and look forward to watching you eat cream-filled donuts on a live stream here soon. I heard that's a thing, and if it's not, we're going to make it one. That's what's up. Yeah. So, thank you, honey.
There's a mukbang I'll watch.
What?
A mukbang?
What's that?
It's when someone streams eating a lot of food.
Ew.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Oh. Yeah. You know what? That is a thing. There's like dudes that will simp for like chicks on OnlyFans and shit like that do that stuff. I just eat.
There's dudes who do that stuff too.
Yeah, I don't want to even think about it. Yes, Nick, you are an author too. I didn't mean to leave you out, brother. We're gonna get you involved in there. Yeah, man. Please check out Knight Rider Companion, guys. If you have not already, check out Care Companion on Twitter and throw a link out. You gotta. How are you not a mod? How are you not a mod, Nick? Hold on.
Yeah, Nick, come on.
God damn it, Nick. Nick, go ahead and share a link out to your stuff for us, man. Appreciate you. Walton hasn't had 16 coffee enemas an hour yet. Yeah, I cut down. You know. I cut down. So Andor. All right, let's go on with this crap. Gilroy recently spoke about how the show to Variety, where he was asked how he felt the show had been presented to the world. After getting some brief clarification about the question, he answered, "I'm very pleased with what they did. The materials are great. I think I was surprised. I thought the show would go the other way, where we would have this gigantic instantaneous audience that would just be everywhere, but that it would take forever for non-Star Wars people or critics or my cohort of friends to get involved with the show. And the opposite happened. We ended up with all this critical praise, all this deep appreciation, understanding from really surprising number of sources, and we're chasing the audience." So they were sniffing each other's farts is what happened. All the Disney shows and the Access media, they were sniffing each other's farts, and they were saying, "Everybody, this fart smells great. This is us. This fart is epic. You will not want to get this fart out of your mouth."
Lucasfilms is one giant hot box.
That's what they're doing in there. The windows are up. They're feeding each other beans, and they're loving it. They're just walking. They're wafting.
I know we'll do. We'll emasculate Kenobi.
Yes, yeah. Oh, that's
Pull the covers over.
Right. Dutch ovens at Disney Lucasfilm.
Lucasfilm is a series of Dutch ovens.
So, yeah, of course you're chasing an audience. Of course you're looking for an audience, because there is no overrating them, talking shit, projecting on them, calling them bigots and sexists and racists.
I'm gonna make t-shirts. Lucasfilm, the Dutch oven of Disney.
Yes, that's a good idea. But I couldn't use it. We couldn't use it because they come at us.
No.
Let's see. Yeah, you cut down from 16. You cut down from 16 from 70. Well, I mean, yeah, you cut down, bro. Look, you know what? The funnel is strong. You see, yes, you got a wrench. You should have had a wrench, Nick. My God, I'm sorry, brother. Excuse me. He then attempted to explain the series is chasing its audience because streaming is still not understood. Mr. Tickletron, what the heck? What is this? What is this deflection here? What is this deflection?
Streaming isn't understood. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They
didn't know it was going to cut into channels you should watch if you want to understand this stuff. Midnight's Edge and Valiant Renegade breaks the stuff down very well. They talk about advertising, how they're not going to get advertising, how they're fronting all the money to put their stuff up online when they used to, Netflix used to front that cash, and now they're doing it themselves. So they're dumping money into a giant hole just to stream their stuff when they used to be handled by someone else.
Yeah.
And they're not going to see a profit until when? 2024, they said. I think.
Till 2024?
Yeah, there's no profit. So it's just a giant hole for money until 2024. And they've been streaming. Disney Plus has been out how long?
2 years.
2 years.
Been 2 years, yeah.
All right. So it'll be a 4-year hole for money.
That's a deep hole.
It's a very deep hole.
You never want to throw money in a deep hole.
That's a hot dog down a hallway hole.
Yeah. Yeah. That hole creates daddy issues. That's a bad hole. You do not. The
opening is just hanging in tatters.
There's miles of roast beef, and it looks like a Sarlacc pit. It'll tell you that you're getting everything you've ever wanted. And then it will drain you, your bank account, any kind of production. It'll do. If you feel like a child on the 4th of July with sparklers, that Disney hotbox pit of destruction will snuff out your sparklers. They will not run the full course. They will.
Can you
No
come closer to the
sparkles, no
microphone?
happiness.
Come closer to the microphone. I'm getting the a van with no windows vibe.
Yeah. Well, I do have candy. So
Oh Lord.
he then attempted to expand the series. Oh yeah, what's that? I'll say this, because it's a trade publication, everybody is trying to pretend that this is business as usual. Oh, there's a comp for this, there's a comp for that, and this is how we do it. This is how they do it. And everybody's faking it. Everybody's faking it. That's how they do it, but everybody is faking it, Mr. Tickletron.
Throwing hot yogurt on your back.
Yes. No back kisses. No nothing.
None.
Nothing. Those aren't real
even a
pubes.
reacher.
Those are not real Wookiee pubes. That is a merkin. That is a merkin of death.
That is a band name right there.
Yeah. Everybody is faking it. They're all faking it. This is an entirely new business, and everybody's trying to figure it out. It's not that entirely new. Netflix has already been doing it for years.
It's
You
new
have
to
business-
Disney at least. They don't know what the
Well,
fuck
it's
they're
Disney
doing.
because Disney expects, because right, they gobble and gobble, and they've absorbed all of the big properties and misused every one, into the ground for
Yeah,
woke culture.
Yeah, they hollow them out and they wear them, and they ask you to love them, like they're your loved one when it's just a skin suit.
Yeah, it's not real.
Just a bunch of dead shambling IPs.
It's like a penis extender. It's not real. It's not gonna be pleasure.
I don't know where we're going with this, but I like it.
We're back at the hole again. We're back at that deep Sarlacc pit.
You're gonna eat that mic if you get any closer.
You have business affairs trying to pretend with streaming, and they understand blah 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 blah. It's not bullshit. It's okay. The real reason, I'm not even reading it. The real reason is, no one cares about Star Wars anymore. You did that. You affected anything new Star Wars.
It.
Nobody. Yes.
It's done.
Yes. You opened up that Sarlacc pit. You should have thrown Kennedy in it, but you didn't. You threw the audience in it, and you drained them of all hope and care, and passion, any inspiration. You did it as soon as 7 hit. Really. Why would you not have the original band back together? Why would you not do the most basic and fundamental things that a fandom of a show or series or movies would want? Like the most basic.
Han, Luke, and Leia together in the same scene.
Lando, Chewie, everybody. I want to see them all. At least interact with them and the new kids. The new characters should have come from them. You don't say that all of the achievements of the Return of the Jedi, that after the Return of the Jedi, none of it mattered. Luke became killed his nephew, and he's a bum. He's a broken white man. The rebellion didn't really do anything great. like there were no real changes affected. What do you do with that? Like, where do you go with that? No wonder people don't want to talk about it. No wonder nobody wants to watch it or review it. Or it's
You go nowhere. Rian Johnson killed every single storyline that they set up in the first movie.
Yeah.
And the first
J.J.
movie
Abrams
was
didn't even do a good job of that.
no, it was okay. The first movie was okay. It's like what, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10.
5 out of 10 with as soon as
If you don't look too close, it's like 6 out of 10.
It could have been for me, because I tried to enjoy it. My son really liked Kylo Ren, and it reminded me of how much I liked Darth Vader, the Anakin Skywalker story, Luke Skywalker, and all that. So I was like, I tried very much to be involved in Disney Star Wars when 7 came out. Though the moment they killed Han, I was like, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, they killed him like a Disney villain. He fell from a high place into obscurity.
Yeah, he's a deadbeat.
The reason,
what are you doing?
You don't do that. The reason a villain does that is so you don't see them die. They're gone. The reason why you heroes die in front of everyone else is so you can see the emotional connection between characters. They robbed them, all of us, of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the most emotional part of that whole movie is when Chewie yells after he falls down that pit.
Yeah. And you know what he was saying in Kashyyyk? That's bullshit. That was the scream of the entire fandom.
I gotta brush up my Wookiee. I thought he was like, oh hell no.
It's awful, man. Care Companion says when Disney can't escape failure, they blame everyone else but themselves for their own willful, smug ignorance, like toxic people. Yes,
Yes,
very
like
much so.
narcissists. Yes.
Yes, absolutely. So who hurt me? Who hurt me? You're hurting me. I'm fine. What are you talking about? Don't project. KR Confeya says Disney is arrogant. They believe they're too big to fail, and so does their woke as fuck staff. Yeah, that's because delusional people stay delusional. You know, the fragile egos have to protect themselves with bullshit. He also says that storytellers show a villain dying from a high fall because the easiest way to convey death to a child, convey death to a child.
And have them disappear, and yet we don't have to show them dying too.
He also Nick also says the Last Jedi and the Rise of Skywalker turned into a pissing contest between two directors rather than a meaningful and coherent story.
Yes.
I
one of my favorite things that Tom from Midnight's Edge ever said. He said, "Was it what's the Last Jedi? Is just a Twitter war between two directors."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry, the most expensive Twitter battle in history.
Ignorant people. Look, okay, like attracts like. The reason Kennedy loved Johnson is because he's just as ignorant, dumb, and smug, and nasty, and toxic as she is. That's the only reason. Birds of a feather. All right, what's up, awesome one? Hail to you. Good to see you. Hail, Quantum Lord of the Walton verse. Hail, dude. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you.
Awesome one also called me a VTuber. Can you ban him?
I can't. I like. Wow.
Okay, you're lucky.
Yeah, I can't. Awesome one's always here and supporting me, and I, as you can tell,
I'm joking.
I need every person I can get. I've only banned a couple.
I really need to blink. I gotta add that in.
You guys want to talk about? Yeah, all right. Let's do this. Let's do this real quick.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it, Walton. Right here in front of everyone.
We're gonna. Oh yeah. Where's it at? Can you show it to me? Show it to me one more time.
No, you got it. You take it out.
Come on. No, I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't have that option at the moment.
Pull up the article.
I'm trying to pull up the article. I'm waiting for it. I was hoping you'd wave your tree dick in my face.
I kind of put it away in my pocket. Thank you.
It's away now?
Yeah. It's like, it's just carry on.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Soul Assassin says KK and Disney knew about the Solo kids and Luke's son. Even Lucas said his treatments would have had them in the films. Would have been great. Would have talked about family. Would have talked about the good fathers, good mothers, good family unit. Mistakes. All the trials.
Star Wars is also the Skywalker legacy as well.
Yes. Imagine family.
Third generation. It would have been.
Yeah. It would have been.
Yeah.
But KK, now she wanted to see herself on screen, and you're a bunch of hateful, toxic bigots who wanted to piss people off because they haven't dealt with their own damages. And so they've allowed those demons to make them demonic, and then they therefore project all of their bullshit onto others and then play the victim when they get called out for it. Yeah. No, screw them. I hate them toxic pricks. Look at that. My man. Hail. Lord Thoth, it is good to see you, my brother.
My fellow Canuck.
A drop of ink in your honor as well. Love it, dude. As soon as I saw you in the chat, I don't forget how long ago. It was years ago. As soon as I saw you in the chat, I was like, yes. When Stephen Wayne Art
stuff in your honor.
No. This is a tradition that scribes would do in ancient Egypt when they would write. Before they would do so, they would put a drink. They would take a drip of ink and spill it, like spilling beards for somebody who died, in the honor of Thoth, who is
like christening something.
God of science. It's a blessing. It's a sacrifice. It's showing respect and reverence toward what they looked at as the God of the aspect of the divine that rules over science, writing, history, documentation. And so the first time I saw Thoth in the chat, I was like, yes. He understands. And so we've been doing that to one another for a long time now. A drop of ink in your honor.
So it's like spitting in baseball, but more classy.
Absolutely. That's what did I see? Did I do something? I see. You're like you're like a friendly troll in a way, Mags. You make me go out. So you bring stuff up that
She likes the tree.
See, we're gonna get you to eat. We're gonna get you to eat Grimfield donuts on a stream. We're gonna do that. We're gonna clip it, and then I'm gonna use it as a bumper on my channel. That's going to happen. My words.
Can I put money towards that?
Yes, I think we should. Yeah, absolutely. We should have her sell herself for donuts. That's what we should. That's we should call it that. You know, we should name it like that.
The YouTube pimp, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, hell, brother, hell to you. Yeah, a sexy troll. Yeah. All right, let's talk about a little bit of politics, shall we?
Megs just said just the tip. No, it's just the stump.
It's just the stump. Can I use that?
You should. Okay, put that on a t-shirt.
Yes.
Just the stump.
Yes.
Stump in your rump.
I've been trying to think of some way to advertise this tree lover thing. I can't, I'm like, what do I do? Do I do it like a spiritual way? But no, just the stump.
Just the stump. Make the tree doing like a Dr. Evil pose with his little finger in his mouth.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Going full trunk. Do you want the whole trunk?
Jesus.
All right. Let's talk about these idiots.
Hollywood celebrities. Go back up. I love that picture, please. That's great.
You love it. I love watching Lord of the Rings. Can't stand some of the shit some of these people say.
Why is your camera off now?
Because nothing. I'm not stroking the.
Okay, let's start. Let's scroll. Let's scroll.
Okay, all right. Hollywood celebrities, including Elijah Wood and Mark Hamill, melt down over Donald Trump's 2024 presidential run. Mr. Tickledrunk, do you give a damn about Trump's 2024 presidential run?
I'm a Canadian.
Oh, yeah. So you don't give a damn.
Can't you see my head?
Yes.
Buddy.
Yeah, you've got good head. The Lord of the Rings.
Wait, what?
The Lord of the Rings star Elijah Wood and Star Wars actor Mark Hamill were among some of the many woke Hollywood celebrities who once again found themselves screaming that the sky is falling in response to Donald Trump's announcement of his 2024 presidential.
Right here, Steven.
I can't. What? I'm looking.
God damn it. Sorry, continue.
Okay, thank you.
I had to rage out of it. I'm calm.
No? What are you? No. I wouldn't do that on a stream. What? No.
No, he's got a Stadium buddy hooked up already. It's fine.
I knew when before the for those of you who are American or follow American politics, when the midterms were coming up and he said he had a big announcement coming on the 15th from Mar-a-Lago, I was like, oh, yeah, good. I can't wait. There's so much content that's going to be kicked up. I wanted President Trump for many different reasons. Some of those reasons have to do with making money, and not just on YouTube, not just from content, not just from the idiots that are going to be going off on Twitter and we're going to have every opportunity to fight with. It's also I'm tired of the Democrats in the White House right now. These regressives have raised prices on everything. They've made every wrong decision. They have walked back some of the accomplishments that Trump was actually able to do while he was fighting his own government for those 4 years. It's not that I'm not a conservative. I'm not. I have Republican friends. Actually, because of all this shit, I have conservative and Republican and Christian friends. I have all kinds of. I know all different types of people because we've all had to come together and fight the backlash that we have dealt with since Trump won the presidential election in 2016, and the system went, oh shit, we didn't protect ourselves enough, we didn't set these elections up enough, we didn't go to enough graveyards to make sure. Let's create let's do mail-in ballots. They didn't do any of that before because the people actually upset the system for a moment. Whether you like Trump or not, he was not a politician. He was
one of his biggest selling points, in fact.
Yeah, exactly. And even if yeah, even whether you agree with his policies or not, or him personally, or whatever the case may be, you saw how the Matrix got pissed. The whole world got upset. Every person who was in the same social circles, the same global whisper network, the same people that work with one another to destroy others, to keep people down, to gain to gain money or fame or anything from other people. Oh God, I don't even want to bring this up. Hold on. From people by destroying them or holding them down or keeping a class system in place. They all freaked out, all of them, and all their supporters and everybody who makes money, being underhanded and taking advantage of these positions that they are elected quote unquote. We saw this. When I saw that, I recognized the Matrix was upset. There was a big issue. There was something wrong that just happened to them, to the elites, to the ones who do things I can't really talk about. But y'all know what kind of dirty, nasty trafficking shit they're involved in. They all got upset. That is why I supported that president, President Trump. I supported him because of that. Because fuck the system. And everyone who got upset. And I saw a person getting beaten down from every direction. His own government trying to defeat him. The FBI. For the first fucking year, he did it with the FBI. The FBI. These are supposed to be his support systems. He was never allowed to have vision unfold. Is he a megalomaniac? Probably. Is he another rich elitist? Yeah. But there's also things that he has done in his life, good and bad. But there are things he's done in his life.
He's also a New York asshole.
He's also a New York asshole, right? There are events that have happened in his life that show you his character, actions, not words. One ride with Epstein, and he said, "Never again. I never want to see this piece of shit again."
Yep.
Because he understood, and that should tell you enough. Because a lot of the people that are in office now.
Well, I'm still allowed not to not like him, but respect for that for sure.
Respect for that. Like, okay, he's not on board with that. The U.S. Marshals arrested more child trafficking rings in his last year of the presidency than ever. He was going to go after those types. He was going to go. They was planning on it, and that's why what happened. There's no other reason than that. Whatever you think of the guy, if you're whatever you think of the guy, him running in 2024 that's going to be a big hill to overcome, guys. Remain vigilant. If you are a Republican or you are a Trump supporter, remain extra vigilant. This is going to be a fight into the dirt. Anyone that wants to support I am going to vote for this man again. And I know I'm going to be in there for the fight with you. Because we're going to be fighting the entire Matrix. They've already had years to set up. They had enough time to set up to create the outcome that we had before, and they're going to try and do it again. Arizona's blew my ass. You know what I mean? Be vigilant. And so, yeah, all these wackadoos coming out and acting a fool, all these woke Hollywood people, I know what they're about. I know what they get. Birds of a feather. I know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. What is this, Mr. Tickle Trunk? What do we have?
This? Oh, Parrothead sent me a little gift.
Did he?
Yeah. Courtesy of the lovely Sherry.
Oh, God, what in the hell's going on here?
Remember to thank her next time you see her.
A tranny. Hail the Legion of Mirrors. Lovely Sherry. This is above and beyond.
Dude, she's been churning out gold over the last month.
I love seeing it, man. She's really nice. She's a great person to have.
She's great.
That's awesome. Yeah, Scotty said he was going to he warned me yesterday. He says, "All right, Steve, don't get upset. I know how you get." I was like, dude. I'm gonna have to cut your balls off tomorrow if I'm gonna help you make this money. So okay. I am fully prepared.
Can you please get this off the screen? I'm getting aroused.
Are you sure? I mean, can I see the tree one more time? Can I see the tree penis? Just
maybe. Well, I'd have to hold on. I'd have to
You gotta whip it out. I mean, I understand.
Yeah, I have to do a thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm covering it up. This is blocking my ability to whip it out, Steven.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. And everyone else out there, please.
Another tree! Another tree!
Help me out. Oh, Hold on.
Ah!
Thank
Okay,
you.
we're done.
Thank you. No, I appreciate you guys. We're going for a big fight. This presidential election is going to be fun. Win, lose, or draw. For someone like myself, like I honestly do want him to win. I want to see the system upset. He has been through enough. He is, if he's an intelligent man, he's prepared. He's ready. He's created his generals and understands now what he's going to need to do. And he's going to be a lame duck, which means he's going to come in with even more ego than he had before. You know, so I'm looking forward to the debates. I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm looking forward to seeing the good guys win for once. You know, it's nice to see the good guys win. Lord of the Rings star Elijah Wood, Mark Hamill. Oh, that's right. I already read that. I mean, that's a perfect reference.
Lord of the Rings star Mark Hamill.
No, I messed up. I read forward. I realized I had read it over again, and then my eyes skipped. But words do funny things sometimes.
Okay, it's afternoon. You can drink. It's fine.
Yeah, I haven't been drinking since yesterday. During the 69-minute speech given on Tuesday night, the former president announced his 2024 presidential campaign at his resort in Mar-a-Lago, unveiling his plans for what he referred to as the national greatness agenda. That's right. Big balls, man. Let them know. You got to put them out, whip them out. Yeah, you like these? Get a good whiff. They're coming. This is what we call the national greatness agenda, the national great manscaping agenda. That's what I'm going to run, because our country can be greater than it's ever been. Trump said, absolutely, it can be. With a lot of drain the swamp, hear them fakes and snakes. Our country is not great anymore, he declared the former president. It's a mess, but our country can be greater than it ever was before. There will be more and much more in the months ahead. God, I wish 32 Flavors was here to read this. And there are so many things we need to do. The road ahead will not be easy. I will keep Americans out of foolish and unnecessary foreign wars, just as I did for 4 years before.
Yeah, and that was one of the things I said was really good about him. And I don't like, and this is coming from me, this person doesn't like them. I don't like him. And I'm saying, like, one of the best things he did was no wars for 4 years.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
credit where credit is due always.
Hail to that.
Otherwise, people cannot take you seriously.
Yeah. Good.
If you straw man anybody at once, they'll stop listening to you.
Dig that. We've seen it happen. The thing, it was America first, which was fixing the country. He's a businessman, so he looked at the corporation of the United States and tried to fix the corporation. That's what his focus should have always been. Not defending what he was saying, not having to defend his kids, not having to deal with loony leftists, not having to deal with the FBI coming after him, not having to deal with all the shit he went through. And the one thing, Mr. Tickle Trunk, about this, when he wins, is that he's already been through it. He's a lame duck, so they don't have to worry about a re-election, which is what they were worried about the first time. Yeah. He can just do what he has to do. He's just got to worry about draining the swamp.
But has he ever been photographed in blackface?
No, not yet. But guarantee if he was, he would have run Democrat.
Or I was going to say liberal in Canada. Because my prime minister has been caught doing that many times. Many times. I believe 3 occasions.
Yeah, and he's still the prime minister.
Yep.
A lot of talk about equality up there, isn't there?
Yeah. The Underground Railroad came up here, for fuck's sake. Like,
yeah. Just making sure, just checking in, making sure. I know my.
Well, no, he shouldn't be taken out of office for that. But the thing is, if you support someone and they get caught doing that, which is the complete opposite of what they do, ladies and gentlemen, don't trust politicians.
No,
I don't care what party they're from. Don't trust politicians.
Politicians, used card salesmen.
Same thing.
Yeah. I'm not going there. We will again have peace through strength. That's it. Through strength. That's what the only said Trump before proposing that to protect our people from the unthinkable threat of nuclear wars and hypersonic missiles. The United States must also build a state-of-the-art next-generation missile defense shield. Yep. We need it, he said. A word that I refuse to say, nuclear. We have to have it. We need a defense shield. We have the technology. Continuing to weigh in on the Biden administration's failings, Trump's then turned to the botched withdrawal from Afghanistan, remarking, the disaster in Afghanistan was perhaps the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country, where we lost lives, left Americans behind and left behind $85 billion worth of the greatest military equipment anywhere in the world. That's insane. You just spend money like that. You just think you have that kind of money. We shouldn't have been in Afghanistan in the first place. He also criticized the administration for allowing Russian invasion of Ukraine, to play out as it has, telling the crowd, and when Ukraine, which would have never happened if I were your president, our enemies are speaking to us with scorn, laughter, and derision because of those two events. But there are many more, he declared. We have a president who falls asleep at global conferences. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
I know he's speaking from his ego, but I wonder if that would actually be true. Because of the discourse he had between him and Putin.
There's a lot of gay going on right here. Mark Hamill responds to Florida. Gay.
Oh, yet another. Oh, good, another celebrity who didn't read the bill. Who's just what we need.
But they're uninformed. It's projection. They don't care about facts. They don't care about reason. They don't care about what actually happened. He cares about his fifis and how he projects them.
I'm reminded of Team America. I watched it again recently, and was it Garofalo? She's like, and I'm an actor, so I listen to I read what is in the news, and then I say it like it's my own idea.
Yeah, great.
Matt Damon. I used to love Mark Hamill.
So did I. I love this Joker.
Well, then I heard he was kind of an asshole. I'm like, well, that's pinch of salt. He could have been having a bad day. He could have been talking to somebody who was, pestering him.
Yeah.
Someone being creepy, and he said, "Get the hell out of here!" And he got his security to get them away. Like, you don't know.
Everybody has bad
now.
days.
Now we know. Thank you, Twitter. Thanks, social media. Now we know who the assholes are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I still kind of like him. It's weird.
I like
Luke. That's what I like. I like
Luke. Hey, I like Luke. I'm not going to let that spoil it for me.
Yeah.
Like
still watch the original trilogy. No taint on that.
Yeah. There was no taint. It was all balls and ass. No taint.
Wait, what?
Yep. Yeah. We're trying not to do this again, right? Bemoan the aforementioned wood.
Do I have to get it out again?
we had 4 years that felt like a nightmare.
Now
really? Yeah, a nightmare. No. You created the nightmare, or you couldn't.
Like I want. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Okay, thank you. Unfortunately, it's only been 2 years, but it does feel like 4. Yeah, I don't care. People bitching about Trump running. God, I can't wait. Guys. I'm going to be out there loud and proud, like full-on Trump supporter who annoy every person that I possibly can who has Trump derangement syndrome. And I'm telling you, it's not because I'm like fervently a Trump supporter. It's because I really want to see these people freak out. And I'm going to monetize it. And I'm going to make money from it. I don't, because you're delusional. Delusional batshit people. Those of you in the chat, do you care that he's running? Are you a Trump supporter? Are you someone who just supports that party? Do you not care at all? You hate him? Let me know in the chat.
I kind of care. I'd rather have somebody else who's better for discourse, honestly. People like him because he plays for his team. And I think a president shouldn't just play for his team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's one of the things
you're right.
I dislike most about him.
Okay. I can understand that. I can understand that. Because you're
Black.
Representing everyone.
He should be representing everyone. Yes.
Yeah.
Like he should be. You can dunk on people and be a little bit more respectful.
Yes.
You can do it more intelligently, coming out looking like the victor rather than just the person.
A callous.
Instead of winning on a technicality, you can really knock people out with words.
Dig that.
With words.
Yes. Dig that. You're absolutely right, man. Absolutely. Got to watch how you respond.
Yeah.
But he was. I think it was part of that tough attitude, that ego-driven attitude that people weren't used to seeing. That's what people flock to. Yeah, they flocked to that, and we weren't used to seeing it in politics. So it was a lightning rod.
Dude, we're not used to seeing people in politics. Everyone's a robot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's I can't remember who put it like this, but it's like Trump was the open lie rather than the secret lie, and that's why everybody went to him.
Yeah, as opposed to like Bill Clinton. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Everybody knows it's bullshit. He knows it's bullshit, but everybody was like, "Yeah, We understand his bullshit. God, I like
for the old stogie.
I liked Clinton, and there was a part of me because I did vote for Hillary in 2016, and I was really looking forward to seeing Bill back in the White House. I just imagine this guy walking around in like a robe and a bubble pipe. You know what I mean? Just fucking interns and shit.
Want to see my penis?
Yeah.
Just walking around with a robe open.
Yes, absolutely.
Like wide open. Like Rodney Dangerfield. Wearing the robe, but it's like it's swinging in the breeze.
Baba Cotton the 7th says the media is responsible for TDS. Absolutely, they were responsible for it. Everybody, you remember that, guys? You remember those debates? That was like the most energized election we had ever seen. Just because in my opinion, and at the time I said it, some loudmouth asshole who's not really a politician just came in there and rocked y'all.
Yeah, he's a New York asshole.
Yeah, he talked that shit. He said the shit that y'all didn't want to say, that you don't say, that you're shy away from. The squirmy, smirmy behavior of every other candidate in every debate he was in. Not everyone, but most of them, when they were like reeling, because even though they were competing with one another, even though they all had the same agenda, which is protect the system. Protect our two-party system that is actually just one party. We all know it. We all take turns with the baton now and again. Fuck the poor. And here come Trump, just in there swinging. My Lord says Trump 2024, Walton 2024. Yeah, I should run. I'd run. I'd make everything great again, and I would be honest about any fun I had. I promise you, I'll be the fun guy. Caracaban says Trump running for president again is a foregone conclusion. Anyone who thought otherwise is just plain ignorant or dumb. That was always going to happen. Yeah, but honestly, dude, I was wondering if he was going to get assassinated before that. This whole time I've been waiting, and who knows what's going to happen. I hope not. I don't want that to happen, but that's what I expect from the types that we are fighting. Let's see, and there's 32 flavors of Nick Weiser. Hail, brother, there'll be rogues here. I agree with Mr. Tickle Trump. However, I do believe it's Trump's crazy and what drove people to.
Yes,
that.
It is. Yes, it was his bullheadedness, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and I said in the chat too, I'm like, I even agree with Nick. But what I would rather see is someone who can turn their words on them rather than throwing insults. Rather than saying things that feel good if you're on his side already, but something that could win over the middle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's important. You've got to try. You have to. You're leading an entire country. You're leading an entire people who have vastly different ideas. You've got to be a person who is looking at the well-being or the goodness of everyone, and especially make it. And the reason why I've kind of moved away from my party, the party I supported, is because we went from everybody has the right to be treated fairly, to express themselves, to speak their mind, to projections of wrongthink. I'm not dealing with that. You're not the same.
And
you're not.
And Trump was a Democrat for 3 decades?
Yeah.
He has dirt. He could be slinging dick on stage, and instead of doing that, he's just sort of farting in their direction. It's kind of it's disappointing.
It is. Yeah, Papa Cotton, I was talking politically. But that's sick. Another part of that system. That sick, disturbing system. Another reason why I want Trump in office is because he's going after that. And we need that. Kerkapane says, I actually shook hands with Bill Clinton, one of his re-election rallies, and yes, I watched it after. Yeah. Good. Because you don't know who he was finger banging. You don't know. You don't know if he's under the.
You got stink palmed.
Yeah, you might have. Yeah. Wash your Clinton hands. That's an awesome one. And 32 Flavors says he agrees with you, Mr. Tickle Trump.
Yeah. Yeah, Nick and I see. Well, Nick's like an ex Democrat, I think. Mm-hmm. More conservative, center right, probably, and we agree on almost everything.
It's good to hear. That's one of the things that I loved about meeting people in this indie sphere when Fandom Menace when it first came up, and I just started talking to people in chats, and then made a channel.
Yeah.
was the different types of people I ran into, and how basically we're all just trying to get along in life. We're all just trying to get what we need, take care of our kids, to live our dreams, work, go to school, whatever it is we're doing. And it doesn't matter it really doesn't matter what political affiliation you are, what race you are, sex you are. None of that shit. None of that shit really matters. We all have our scars. We all have our opinions, but in general, I don't think anyone's. I was glad to meet as many. I've been a witch my whole life. I'm a liberal from Philly. I have definitely.
Heathen.
I'm a heathen. I have dealt with racial shit. Being a white dude in the middle of growing up in the middle of white flight in a neighborhood that was going black. So white people were moving out. I dealt with that. I dealt with religious bigotry. I still deal with it. It took like 15 years for my son's mother's family to just finally be like, okay, we accept it. It took like 15 years because, they're worried every Halloween and shit. Guys, calm down. Calm down.
He's going to turn our little darling into a toad.
Right. There's some shit like that. Like, no, y'all don't understand. I'm cool with Christ. You can chill. But I have an understanding of that. So when I had a chance to meet people like Josiah Rises and Odin's movie blog, other people in the community that are just like openly conservative Christians, very, very powerful. Drunk 3PO, very deep Christians. Sparker News Podcast, Culture Casino, they don't talk about it. They're very deeply Christian. I had a chance to interact with these people and get to know them and people in the community and made a lot of friends and got to see things from new perspectives and got to have understandings of why people think the way that they do and the understanding that we're all the same. We're all the same.
You treated them like people?
Yeah, I did that. The mistake.
You monster.
I know. Yo, I said I was a witch and I lost like 5 people in the chat. I'm sorry. I'll get
You
back
mean
in the
warlock, unless you're tucking. I don't know.
I'll get back in the broom. No, that's a satanic thing. No, I'm back in the broom closet now. So, yep. Let's see. I have one more thing to talk about. It's going to take me a minute to bring it up. So, if you'd like to,
vamp? I don't know how to vamp. I don't do this sort of thing.
That trunk. No, I mean, if you could just, it's like it's kind of becoming a thing now. I kind of want one.
Lord, what have I started?
I like it. I don't know. It's a thing.
I like it because it sort of waves in the breeze, but my hair stays still.
Mm-hmm. It does. It's moving. Well, it's excitable. It's excited. That's a strong head.
Oh.
Should have said Wiccan dude. I don't even like the word witch. I don't even like the word witch. It's got too much stigma on it, and it's been used by people. Yeah, Wiccan. Yep, absolutely.
Just say pagan.
Yep.
Because then people,
I'll do that
if
too.
they're interested, they'll inquire.
True that. Yeah.
What are you looking for exactly? the next.
I'm trying to bring up the John Leguizamo article. That's all I'm doing.
It's not working.
My computer takes forever. Someone tried to hack into my fucking Google account yesterday.
Really?
I went to go start to set up the streams and everything and put in the articles and stuff, and I had to go through a bunch of security measures because someone was apparently on my Google account putting in every password that I still had.
Just trying to brute force their way in.
Yeah, whatever passwords that I used in her laptop that were still there.
Oh,
same thing that happened to my phone.
I see.
Yeah, I blocked them from my channel, and so they got upset.
She who shall not be named.
Yeah, I got upset, tried to break into my. This is the harassment I've been dealing with for months.
Ugh.
It's disgusting. It's toxic. All right, here we go.
I'm actually rather proud of myself for this avatar. I learned how to do this like 30 minutes before I showed up.
That's awesome. I need to learn everything about that because I want a little tree that I can wave around.
Jesus Christ.
So, John Leguizamo outraged that Super Mario.
John like lasagna.
Yeah. The Super Mario's movie did not cast an actor of color as title hero. They're going backwards. What does that have anything to do with anything? What does that have anything to do with anything? What does that have anything to do with anything? First off, you motherfucker, you were a Latino playing a freaking Italian in an Italian part in the original Super Mario's movie, and that was totally out of place. I like John back in the day. He's played some pretty tough parts that I've enjoyed, but now in real life, your balls are filled with soy. What's going on? Oh, there are bots.
I killed it. Don't worry. No one's gonna find those girls.
Hank, thank you very much, Rye Kitty Hill.
That sounds like I dispose of bodies. That's awful.
Yeah,
I take back what I said.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. We know people. So always ready and searching to have an identity politics-based lens through which to view any event in Hollywood. John Leguizamo once I can't say that. Once
just say John Lasagna.
John Lasagna has once again leveled criticism at the casting of Illumination's upcoming The Super Mario Bros. Movie for its lack of the actor of color in the title role. Leguizamo, who portrayed Luigi in the disastrous 1993 Super Mario Bros. Movie, regurgitated his opinion on November 15th while speaking to IndieWire on the red carpet of his latest film, The Menu. I didn't even know he had a new film coming out. I don't know. I liked him in Spawn. I liked him playing, in that. But
oh yeah, he was good.
Yeah, right there, he looks a little needy. He looks like he would take the candy and get in that van. That's like I don't know.
He's young and needy.
Young, looking very thirsty, hungry actor. No taint. It's all balls and ass. He's just whatever he's.
Look at Mario next to him there.
That's
I'm in a playground.
That's an actor who will always remember Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You know what I mean?
Oh my god, that movie's so good.
It is. When Disney was good, when they produced good content.
You're gonna die laughing.
Weighing in on Chris Pratt and Charlie Day's respective succession. Stop with the big words. Of the late Bob Hoskins and himself as cinematic versions of the whatever. Blah, 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 blah. I fought really hard. They fought really hard. And it was such a breakthrough, laminated like it was Obama. For them to go backwards and not cast another actor of color kind of sucks. Backwards. What do you mean backwards? Backwards as in backing into a dildo you have mounted on your wall? I mean, what kind of backwards are we talking about? Like with the Vamo?
There's a lot of talk about making movies and entertainment reflect make them look like the modern time or the modern world, right? 14% of the U.S. population is black, but there's 50% now in Hollywood with all the parts and stuff. Yeah. That's fine, but don't pretend you're. It's so stupid.
It is stupid. You're right.
Don't tell me you're doing something and do something else. Just be honest. I don't care if 100% of roles in Hollywood are black for a while. Big deal. I don't care. As long as I get good movies, I don't care. But don't,
as long as it's,
don't piss on me and tell me it's raining.
If it's right, absolutely. Or hot yogurt.
Ugh.
So it doesn't matter. If there's 50% black,
I'm done.
210% Jewish. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay.
And all they've been doing is swapping out, roles that had white people in them before, just because they were made in North America at a different time. Yeah. You can swap characters, the race of characters out when it makes sense, but when he's supposed to be Italian, it's fine. If you have a voice actor, they could be purple. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If it's live action, get someone who looks Italian. That's all you need to do. I think I've been disconnected.
Yeah, don't make Blade an Asian guy, right? No, you're here.
Yeah, because then it'll just be a John Woo flick.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
It's like what they're doing with I can't think of the name of the actor. Oh, forgive me. God, I think he's a Latino cat. They wanted to play Professor X or
the dude from
damn it. I know, I
God
can't
damn
think
it,
of
Breaking
nothing right
Bad. What's his name?
now. From Breaking Bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could he do the part? Sure. Oh, I saw
Who did he play in Mando?
oh God,
He
I
was
can't remember. It's been so long since I've watched it.
The main bad guy in Mando.
Yeah, it was so memorable I forgot it already.
He's such a good.
He's a good actor.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Thank you. Yes,
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
RKRC.
He's a great actor, right?
Yeah.
That's not Professor X. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just not. There are some exceptions. Like there have been some minor exceptions to the rule that I've been through.
They could have hired a Latino. Just hire like a light skinned Latino. Make him look like the character.
Oh my
That's all
God!
you
Do you want me to
gotta
read
do.
it? He said, "Read it, Stephen." All right, I'll read it. God damn it!
No, he means read the.
Oh. You want me to read that?
Mega.
I said, "Oh, thank you so much to Mega Reacts for $10. Appreciate you. Look at that awesome avatar. Love that shit."
Yeah, he's like a newish react. I hate reaction channels, but I'm actually a patron of this dude.
Yeah, really.
He's watching Babylon 5 for the first time.
Oh, I'm down.
It's amazing.
Someone put a link to his channel in the chat.
I'll do it.
I love B5.
Yeah.
I seen Londo right there. I was like, yeah, that's what I like to see. Any man, any creature that has 6 penises is incredible. I thank you, dude. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. So BS is a big Battlestar is. I mean, what is it, Battlestar?
No, B5.
Oh, B5.
Babylon
I'm sorry.
5.
I had to look under my glasses because my eyes have gotten so great.
You pleb.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that nearsighted shit. I'm getting old. I've also been masturbating a lot.
I hope they're not connected.
Papa Clark Duncan was perfect for Kingpin. Race swapping works if it's done right. Yes. Oh yeah, it does work right. He did a good Kingpin. I was a big advocate for the chick. Oh, I can't think of her name. Who just played. Oh God, it was just in.
Your mother.
I can't think of nothing right now.
My mother.
Another redhead was replaced, and it was in the Black Adam, the Black Adam film.
Oh, no idea.
Sorry guys, everything's kind of escaping me at the moment.
It's the old age.
It is. But I was a opponent of that, and she did a really good job in that film. She did okay. Jeffrey Wright played Commissioner Gordon, or played James Gordon, and I still have issues with race swapping James Gordon because that affects other things. But Jeffrey Wright did a good job. He's a batshit loony too. But
who played Gordon in the original Batman movie, the first one?
He was great.
Not the one with you can't get rid of a bomb, but the. Lost me with Black Adam.
Sorry. Yeah. There we go. Thank you so very much. I'm going to subscribe to you right now. Wonderful. 13.4 thousand, dude. Good for you. Congratulations, dude. Keep climbing. That is incredible, man.
Yeah.
That is incredible. Good for you. We just got one more. Guys, please subscribe to Mega Reacts. I'm going to keep reading this. I don't even know what I was talking about before.
It doesn't matter. Old age.
It really doesn't. Did I mention masturbating? As noted above, this is not the first time the actor has had words for Illumination or Nintendo's animated endeavor. Shortly after the September 23rd, 2021 announcement of the Super Mario Brothers movie development, the upset Leguizamo took to his personal Twitter account to decry. So glad hashtag Super Mario Brothers is getting a reboot. Obviously, it's iconic enough, but too bad they went all white. Is that racist as fuck? Projection. You're a racist.
It is.
Why does it? Go ahead, man.
Like, imagine they did. Imagine Hollywood finally finds their balls, looks at other places on the planet for stories they can adapt. Mm-hmm. They go to Africa. They get folk tales. They make a whole bunch of movies. How do you think people would feel if they started swapping them out for Latino people, Asians, and white people? It should be like an all black cast.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mario is Italian.
Right.
So, John Lasagna, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and stop lumping all us white people together. There are white peoples that I can't fucking stand.
There's
All right?
light-skinned Italians and dark-skinned Italians. It doesn't matter. Just make
They're all
just,
Europeans. We got shades. We got shades. White people. Look, all right. I love my Indian brother, my Caucasian brothers over there in India. They're the brothers of the white race. I love them. Right? So stop it with all this. All right.
It's so stupid.
Get me a hot Eastern European white girl, please. Somebody out there. All right. And not one that I got to buy. Not one that hits you up and says, "Hey, do you have a WhatsApp?" None of that. You know,
I was going to say there was like the new Wakanda movie. There's a lot of really hot black women in that movie.
I like yes. I like black girls too. Yeah, well, I gotta take that.
Yeah, I like everyone. I like everyone.
Yeah.
Well,
Not me. I don't like everyone. I like them female. But yeah.
My wood does not discriminate.
The trunk is strong. Oh my God. He said no Latinx in the leads. This dude is out of his freaking head.
Okay. He's not out of his mind. He's out of touch.
Yeah.
Latinos and Latinas, they don't like that term.
No.
Most of them, they're not ideologically progressive. Most of them are conservative, especially in the United States.
Please, if you want to see someone completely freak out about that word, go to Latino Slants channel.
Yes.
And just put it in there. Just say, "Hey, Latinx," just say something. Tell them Walton sent you. And just,
Dude, he knows martial arts.
Out.
I wouldn't do that.
Watch him bug out. I'm a martial artist too, or I was. I ain't been quite a while. I got some work to do. But yeah, Latino Slant's great, guys. Please go check out Paulie over there. Great person, works with a lot of good people in his community.
I'm linking him right now.
What's that?
I'm linking him right now.
Are you? Tell him. Yeah, tell him. Yeah. You'll watch him react. Because that's no, Latinos do not want that term. That's woke bullshit, projection, not real, virtue signal, create something nobody will like in order to create a bad feeling from people who are real, so the fake people get attention. That's all that bullshit is. It's fucking gaslighting. It's gaslighting. Yeah. It should be clarified that despite Leguizamo's outrage, the cast of Illumination and Super Mario Brothers is far from all white. Rather, in addition to the cast members such as... It's animated! What does it matter? It's animated. What does it matter? Why does this even matter? I don't get it, man.
To be fair, the entire cast could have been black. As long as they do the voices right, who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
The only people who talk about race nonstop are racists.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's a fact.
Exactly. And keep bringing it up.
The public has been past this stuff for 20 years.
Is James Franco playing Fidel Castro?
Yeah. Justin Trudeau was unavailable. See, Canadian humor, it works as long as you use it sparingly.
Did Fidel use his position of power to bang chicks? Did he do that? Is there a
Of course he did.
Okay, just want to make sure there was something relative.
And notoriously, he was friends with the Trudeau family.
Notoriously, wow, good shit.
Yeah, there's a reason why he looks like Castro.
Damn, no more appropriation.
That's just a hypothesis, but
come on. Well, your last hypothesis, KR Companion confirmed your last hypothesis. So. No more appropriation in Hollywood and streamers, he bellowed. Boycott, this is effed up, plus seriously. Oh, screw you. I'm done with you. I'm done hearing you shit. I want to see a Mario movie. I'm going to go see a Mario movie. Not that I'm really interested in one at this point.
Did you see the trailer?
Holly,
Did you see the trailer?
No, I didn't.
I didn't like the voice. I didn't like Chris Pratt playing Mario. No, there was no thick Italian accent whatsoever.
Oh, well, I've heard clips of Chris Pratt doing that, and he sounds very bad. It does sound bad.
Goody.
Yeah, he's trying to do that Italian voice, but it's not happening.
Put some spaghetti on it.
Right. And I like Chris Pratt, don't get me wrong.
Eat a little garlic bread.
Been through enough.
Watch the Goodfellas.
Mm-hmm. Being through what I have been through in my life, I look when I see somebody. It's odd, Mr. Tickle Trunk. I'm Mr. Lord Thoth. I'm Wiccan, and so I have, like I said, I've dealt with
pagan pagan bastard.
No, I was just remembering the story. During the winter one year, I was walked up to a Salvation Army.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
thing.
prostitute.
And I went to go put $1 in there or something, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? And the lady said, to me, she goes, "Thank you very much, sir." I said, "You're welcome." This is back when I was loud and proud, you know, to wear my pentacle out. And you know what I was. And she said to me, "Thank you so much. It's good to know there's good people in this world and not bad people like those Wiccans." I dealt with this shit all the time. So I said, "Wicked?" I said, "Wicked?" She goes, "Wiccan, wicked, wicked, wicked." And she's like, "Oh, thank you very much. Have a great go. Merry Christmas to you." You know, like I've dealt with little shit like that, little passive aggressive shit. I've had Bibles thrown at me on a train. It's like I was going through.
What did you do?
I was there, and they were people that went around and you know, converted others, you know, to spoke about their stuff. And yeah, I was there. That's all it was. Anyway, but besides all that, like I've been through that stuff. So when I see people like Chris Pratt, when I see anyone they're coming down on someone because of how they faith, because of their faith, how they pray, what they do. Like you're coming after Chris Pratt because he's a conservative Christian. He's a good actor. He's a good dude. That if that is your only beef, you are a very, very thin veneered person. You are a very lowbrow, awful person. In most cases, faith brings you to a place of a better understanding of yourself and others, being compassionate, being loving.
That's because most people are compassionate and loving.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Most people chill.
You know, and so yeah, I love Chris Pratt, love him, staying with him. Don't want to see anybody ever go through any of that. Thank you very much, staring out a lake. If you're gonna go harass Paulie and say it was Walton, please at least subscribe to him. Yeah.
Paulie's awesome.
What's up, lovely Sherry? Thank you so much for the meme earlier. Thank you. Hail the Legion of Memers. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. Appreciate you. That was funny as hell. That is great. Holding the little tranny. That's great. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Transmission YouTube.
Yeah. The transition. Yes, I am fighting for
the transmission, the car transmission.
The
YouTube.
transition. My
Mama
transmission.
Susan, don't smite the channel.
Well, I'm trying to transition my transmission, you know, so it is
to working again. I'm transitioning my transmission from a broadcast transmission.
Hail a happy Dinosaur 8000, man. Good to see you. Happy day to you, Steve Walton. Happy day to you. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Love seeing names in the chat I haven't seen in a while, man. Thank you for supporting each other, supporting one another, and supporting independent creators. That's what we do. Just like Captain Fandom Nerd Channel. Remember, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Papa Cotton says social media is destroyed. Oh, what were we talking about? I got middle of a conversation. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to shut her down. And just want to say thank you to you guys for support. And if you could, please, I'm trying to raise money to transition to transmission. And thank you, Mr. Tickletron. And thank you for being here, dude. Thank you for being a part of the panel, having everything to say. It was good to see you. Yeah. And thank you, too.
I don't bring much to the conversation, but I bring myself.
You did. You brought yourself, and you brought something that's going to last forever. That little tree. Yeah. Why don't you come? Why don't you come back next week? Let's make this a thing. You want to come back and be on next week?
If I have the time, sure.
All right.
So it depends on my workload.
Well, if your load isn't that big, and you can spare a little, I would not mind.
I'm blushing, Steven.
Not mine. Hail just got off the Legion of Memers stream. Hail to you guys. It's a shame we stream up against one another. I don't like
there were a lot of streams at the same time.
If you have, Jay's out there. There's a few people out there. I think Paulie was streaming earlier. But if you guys have the time, please, would you put a link to the channel for the Legion of Memers in the chat? Go check them out. That is a great crew of people who are advertising, helping us, advertising themselves by making memes and making us laugh. And that's such a positive force, man. I love you guys.
Oh my God, they've already passed 600 subs.
That's good.
That's amazing.
That's incredible. And that goes to show you how many people are supporting one another and how their interaction has really helped to generate positivity and generate, interaction between each other. Thank you guys so much. Thank goodness. Let's see what he said. Thank goodness. I could thank as I can or could not enjoy the ninth game. Hail to your brother. Hail. Horny Alf said, we just had Culture Casino, Mark the Cyborg. Mark the Cyborg is great. Poor Mark. I haven't streamed or talked to him in years, and I saw him at the Geeks and Gamers meetup, and he was going this way, and I was going this way, like on the moving walks. And I was just like, Mark, which way is it? And he answered me, thank God. He probably didn't even know who I was. So, God bless him. Thank you guys so much for being here. Is there anything you need to advertise or anything you'd like to say, my friend?
Nope. I'll see you in the chats.
All right. See you guys in the chats. Yeah, good to know. Let's see. Let me set up my ending. I haven't set up my ending in a long time. Where is it? Let's see. Which one is it?
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Nah, it wasn't that one. Hold on. I'm trying to find it.
Where the white women at?
Is it this one?
This town needs an enema.
Nah, that wasn't it. That was which one? God damn, I haven't done this in a while. It's been.
I know.
You had told us at a town hall, I think it was in July, that the
No, it wasn't that one.
Right after he pooped himself.
Maybe it's this one.
No, go past this. Past this part. In fact, never play this again.
All right, guys. Yeah, please. Thank you very much, Mr. Tickle Truck, for being here. I appreciate it.
This was fun.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Anytime you need me, I'll be here if I have the time.
I always need you. I always need you. And I come with a loofah, so you're good.
Kisses for you. Back kisses.
Thank you very much, Horny Alf, throwing it out there. Guys, follow the Legion of Memers, support all of them. Hail George Lucas, good to see you. And now, what are you talking about? Now, the trunk is strong. The trunk is strong. All right. Look, it only had stage fright when he was dealing with an evil bitch who was sleeping with like 10 different people besides me. It was all I did. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I guess I'm gonna do my old school ending. Guys, please remember to support one another in this community, whether they're reading books, if they're a YouTube channel, your favorite 2 or 3 YouTubers, please share out links for them. Please, let's get the Legion of Memers up to 1,000. Let's get everybody in this community up to where they should be. Let's support one another and continue growth, because that is how we're going to get the job done. It's how we're all going to help each other. And it all comes down to hard work. See a lot of these channels doing the hard work of making content. Each type of Coin in the place to be reviews. Please, guys, subscribe to him if you have not already. Please support Spork News Podcast, Culture Casino, Legion of Memers, the Fandom Collective. Please subscribe for the Fandom Collective. We have a great community of people here who have always, underneath all the bullshit and all the people falling out, the egos clashing, whatever it may be, bad decisions, whatever it is. We have always had a mainstay of people who support one another, look out for each other, trying to help each other grow. Our agenda is to make this a better world. So we all have the same agenda. So please support one another, whether they are an independent creator with a book or a comic, whether they're a YouTube channel. Make sure to share out links. You don't know how much that means. We don't have an industry to support us. We only have each other, and we rise together. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching it later. Thank you for sharing out the stream. Please keep being you. Keep being good. Keep working on yourself. Keep striving for yourself. And be good people. I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian, your historian, born in the chats of the High Council with my brothers and sisters, fighting for our modern mythologies. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Be good to each other. Yet suffer no fools. Peace.
Vaginas in the rain. So many fucks given. Wet ass vagina, vaginas in the rain. So many fucks given, wet ass vagina.